Hello, hello, Chalkin History friends. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. We are creeping towards the end of the month here. Let's play with our Club Couture of the month. The Peanuts portraits. We're gonna make our cute little pillow. I did finally find an insert. Yay. Say hello, you guys. So what we got going on this month is, and I just don't want to forget to tell y'all, free shipping ends today. So that's on, that's on all orders. Let me look. On all orders for Perks members and designers. We have our Easter sale going on. So over 80 items are $20 and under, even down to like a couple dollars for Perks members and designers. You're gonna get really tired of hearing that, I'm sure. Customers are paying full price. Retail customers are paying full price. Perks members pay 30% off and designers pay 40% off. Now, if those savings sound good to you, which they should, I'm trying to save some cash for you, go ahead and comment Perks and I can tell you more about it. Also, let's see, the 27th is the last day to join as a Perks member or a designer for $1, you guys. $1. That's it. Normally it's like $20 to join. Okay, so this month, this week, this couple days, only $1 to join as a Perks member or a designer. They're just not telling everybody about the designer thing. But if you want to try to make some extra little dollars in your pocket while the kids are at school or whatever the case may be, just like to do some side gigs on the weekends, go to craft shows, whatever is floating your boat, let me know. What else? So we got free shipping that ends today. We also have heat transfers, our buy one, get one, and that ends, I want to say March 31st. The Easter sale goes till April 6th. Okay, so we have a lot of good things happening. So hopefully that is something that you've been eyeing or thinking about. Let's get on. All right, say hi, guys, if you are hopping on with me. Okay, you will see a red light box at the top left corner of your screen. Say hello. If not, you're catching the replay. You can rewind, you can fast forward, you can pause, you could do all the things, okay? All right, let's get started. So in this shipment, you get a little 9-inch pillowcase. How cute is that? This would be cute for like a little nursery if you guys have a Peanuts nursery, or if you're just a Peanuts fan. We've already used this once. We used it on the little wood pieces. Oh, those are upstairs. The little wood squares, we used them on. That turned out really cute. This time we're gonna just do it on the pillow finally. The colors I'm going to use, so they gave us Cadet and they gave us Bumblebee as your included ink packages. I'm going to bring in some Candy Apple, going to use my Bumblebee, Meadow, and then this Brilliant Blue. I think these will be fun for our project today. So first things first, I'm going to go around and just do the frame, okay? We're just going to color in the frame part for now. Let's see, I'm going to take some of that off. So this is our ink. This is what you want to use. And I do have I have a piece of cardboard in here. It was not easy getting in here, so we'll see if that helps or doesn't help here. But we're going to go around the edge here and just do the frame part. just don't want too much on my squeegee here. And I like I said, I have a piece of cardboard in there. And I couldn't get it the same width because you have the zipper in the way. So there is some portion of this pillowcase that will not be protected, I guess is a good word. We do have ink mats. You can cut those down to size. I was just being lazy. Just being lazy. But this is our permanent ink. So you want to be careful with it. Oh, let's see, where am I? Where am I? There we are. Okay, I couldn't see ourselves for a minute here. All right, so we're just going to kind of continue going around. And I'm just going up to the character. So wherever that character hits the outline, I'm trying not to get it on there. And you'll see why in a few minutes here. You want to try to avoid it for the moment. Going around the corner here. Like I said, this cardboard I have in here is not fitting the whole thing, so it's making it a little difficult for me, but like I said, we do have ink mats that you can cut down, and honestly you could fold and that would make it easier to get in there, because you could kind of fold it over, get it in, and then let it come back to its shape. Okay, so trying to be very careful in this area here. I don't want to get, any part of the character. Not yet. And it is permanent ink, like I said before, so you want to be careful not to get it somewhere you don't want it. Okay, just a little more to go here. What we're going to do is we'll take this off, and we're going to do some background coloring. Then we'll put it back in and finish inking it. Okay. Get whatever excess you can. Make sure you've gotten the entire design. If there's somewhere that you missed, we can go back and, of course, fill that in. Okay. Let's remove this. Oops, we missed a whole big spot there. Okay, let's pounce that down. That's where the cardboard ended, so it didn't really grasp it. There we go. Still kind of missing a little bit there. I was just not pressing down hard enough because I was afraid I'd get it in his hair. We're gonna end up going over that, but for the first go around, I wanna try to avoid it. All right, little bleed over there, that's okay. Tis what tis. All right, yay, fun stuff. All right, let's keep on moving along here. So let's see, what do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to use, instead of some good brushes, we're going to use some foam brushes, see if those work. We're going to see if this works. All right, so our first character at the top left was Charlie Brown. So I'm going to do yellow there. Snoopy, I think it's Linus or Schroeder, not sure. And then, so blue will go for Lucy. I'm thinking green will be, what's his name? So Snoopy, I want to do red. I'm going to do red for Snoopy. I'm going to water down our ink a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to put some water in the lid. Okay, grab a little scoop here. We're just going to kind of water that down. Just be careful, don't do it too close to your project. You don't want to splash. Grab some more if you need to. Just want to water it down. It'll be easier to work with instead of taking it straight out of the jar. Okay, in the comments, tell me if you are a Peanuts fan. Tell me your favorite character. Tell me your favorite cartoon, whatever you want to do. So that's Charlie Brown. This is going to be Snoopy. So right here, we're just going to paint up to the black. I'm going to go right up to that edge. And because it's a little wet, it's kind of helping me. I can kind of pounce it. Just don't want to get it too close to that black because I do not want to smear the black. You can also spin this to bring it closer to you if you need that. This also kind of reminds me of the Brady Bunch. Not as many squares, but same idea. Or Andy Warhol kind of painting, just not the psychedelic colors. Careful where you're putting fingers so you don't get the ink all over you. Like I said, it's permanent, so once it hits a spot, it's there. Unless you were to take it under the sink and run it under cool water, it's kind of there. I'll have to find my pillow insert. I'm not sure where I stuck that. Come to think of it, You know, you get your Amazon packages and you throw it in a box. And you say, oh, I'll get to that later. I'm going to put it here just where I know I'm going to find it, to then not be able to find it. All right, let's try to get a little tidy here. A little more tidy. Okay. All right, this looks good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Let's just try to scoop this up, put it in there. It does not harm it to use water. I use either bottled water or distilled water when I do that. You don't want to use, don't use tap water because that could cause mold and mildew issues. Just all the junk that's in tap water does not like our ingredients. Okay. All right, on to the next color. I'm gonna grab a little cup so I can just put all the dirties in there. Okay, next color. All right, so this is down. Ooh, see, I do that all the time. This is gonna be Charlie Brown, so we're gonna do yellow. Charlie Brown, yellow. That's his classic color of his shirt. Let's go ahead and get some water in there. Let's see what we got in here. Let's get some more in there. Looks like there might be some old ink in there. Here we go. All right, let's start with that. So that's the square we're going to do right here. Let's just start in the middle, get whatever junk on there off. Oh, why is that orange in there? That's interesting. Well, we don't want that. We don't want that. All right, let's put some of this. Let's start over with adding some water, guys. Okay. Fill this block in. I also thought about doing like you could do a pattern before you put their outlines down. You could also, I think it would be fun to maybe paint the pillow, or you can keep it white, but hey, Mark, how are ya? You could paint the pillowcase a color, and then, or I'm sorry, keep it black or white, and then do the characters in a different color, like white. How's it going? Okay, let's finish that little spot up. Little spillage over there. Try to fix that a little bit. All right. Nice. Just got some pieces parts there. All right. Next. The yellow. Okay, so I keep doing that. Sticking my finger in there. Okay. Charlie Brown, Snoopy. This was gonna be Lucy. So we're gonna do blue for Lucy. All right, we're just gonna grab this, put it in our lid. Let me go throw this out. And now we water it down a little bit. I would have used cobalt blue, but we did that on the wood blocks, and then it was hard to see her when we did the black on top. So we're going with a lighter blue for Lucy. Okay. All right, right? So we got Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy. All right, let's get this colored in. I think this would look cute on, you don't have to do all 4 characters either, so you could do your favorite character on a t-shirt, a onesie, you know, in case you had any littles in your life. Wink, wink. No littles in our life just yet. They're coming, hopefully, one day. One day. But I have some niece and nephew littles, which we're excited about. To pounce out some of that color here. Let's spin it. almost done with this square. And then, I don't know, I'm getting Schroeder and Linus mixed up, so I'm not quite sure who that fourth character is. There we go. All right. We can always touch up that black, so don't worry about that. All right, let's put this away. Gosh, you know what this reminds me of? Oh my gosh, what's that? Simon? Is Simon that little electronic game where you would copy the colors? It also reminds me of the one that reminds me of Sorry. That was a game with all these colors. Wow, that's a blast from the past. That's definitely a blast from the past. Okay. I was thinking, these colors remind me of something. I could put my finger on it. And then it came to me. Or 4 squares when you would play outside. Okay, I'm trying to just stay clean here, guys. So this is our March club. You do have to be a subscriber. When you subscribe for the first time, you have to stick with it. You promise to stick with it for 3 months. If you don't like it, then you can cancel. But honestly, I haven't really heard of anyone canceling because the projects lately have just been absolutely amazing. They've been fun. They've been so inspiring and just, I don't know, really creative. Anyways, so you sign up for 3 months at first. I believe there is an option once you're a subscriber that you can actually change your subscription, like how you pay it, if you want to pay it 12 months in advance. And when you do that, you get, I want to say you get 2 months free. So that's always a savings. But here's another little perk for you guys if you're a perk member. You can subscribe to the club as a perks member and get it 30% off every month. So that's amazing. So not only are you getting all your regular purchases 30% off, you're getting your club too. And then you're privy to all kinds of sales and promotions that nobody else is allowed to take advantage of but you and designers. Usually if there's a perks program going on, designers are allowed to participate as well. So that's kind of nice that they include designers, especially since designers get 40% off, perks members get 30%. So yeah, we're saving lots of money while we're crafting over here. Saving money. Okay. All right. I think we're good. We are good. Good, good, good. All right, let's get this out of the lid. Okay, there's that. All right, I am gonna take, I might take another brush actually and fix up some of the black, and then we're going to give it a little dry. Find my brushes here. We'll finish it up with some drying, and then we'll go back to finishing it up. Okay. Just little spots here and there. That looks good. All right, there we have that. Okay, let's try to get this somewhat dry. All right. Plugged in? Nope. Okay, let's get this plugged in. I'm going to warm it up. Look how nice and vibrant that is. All right, we're just trying to give it a little bit of a head start to dry here. This does not heat set it. We will have to heat set it in the end. How else would you guys use this transfer? Honestly, you wouldn't have to do the Peanuts characters. If you just wanted to make like the squares and then put something else inside, do that for sure. Okay. And then you could use any of our G size, I believe, are the 9-inch ones. Our 9-inch transfers, use any of those to put on the other side. All right. Yeehaw. All right, this is ready to roll. Let's bring our transfer back over. We're going to try to line up that grid line there. Shouldn't be too horribly hard to do. We gotta lift it a little bit. All right, we're just gonna lay down. We'll press down where the characters are. Okay. Then we will ink the characters. Okay, let's do Charlie Brown. All right, let's do Lucy. Make sure you get all that excess. Grab a little more for whoever this fella is. I don't know. I think it's Linus. I don't know. I think it's Linus. Linus or Schroeder. I think it's Linus. So Linus was the one that had the blankie. And then Snoop. Let me get my heat thing going too. Okay, we're going to set that at 305 degrees. Okay, so what we ended up doing is inking the black over those colored blocks here. Okay. All right, let's take a peek, see how it turned out. There's Charlie and Snoopy and Lucy and Linus. I think that's Linus. Cute. Cute, cute. I guess we're missing a little bit of his shoulder, so we're gonna just take our squeegee here and we're gonna make our own little mark. I think it was like a half a shoulder. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. So cute, you guys. Put that in there. So darling. I love it. If you go outside the lines a little bit, because there was a little blurb there, I can probably go over that with white once we get this set. But honestly, I'm not too worried about it. So let's just get this a little dry before we press it. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then, like I said, I'm gonna have to try to find my full insert. We're at a tacky stage. Let's see. I thought at one point I had it down here, but I guess not. We need our pressing pillow. I'll get this underneath. Okay, so we got our pressing pillow. I have my parchment. I'm gonna grab this and then have it totally covered. So it's about 305 degrees. I did leave that cardboard in there. If you leave, or if you use one of our heat mats, take those out, the ink mats. Because they don't like heat. They will warp on you like crazy. This was set for 30 seconds. I'll do it another 30 once this is done. Okay. spin it a little bit. And then we'll flip it and do it the other side. I'll probably take the cardboard out at this point because this is pretty much heat set on this side. But when you're heat setting, you want to make like a heat sandwich. So you want to heat set it on the top and you want to heat set it from underneath so that the ink bonds with the top of the fibers and through to the bottom of the fibers. Okay, so take that off. So I can touch it, it's not going to come off. This is washable. Ooh, it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. It's hot. It did stick to the cardboard a little bit. Yikes, still pretty hot, guys. Let me try to wave this, cool this down here. There we go. All right, see, I just cut, this was as wide as I could get it because the zipper stops here. And then you have like about a ½ inch there and almost an inch here. So you lose quite a bit of space. It does bleed through, especially because I watered it down. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's do this as well. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna put this parchment paper inside. Okay. We're gonna put this inside. There we go. We're gonna flip it over. I'm also gonna put the parchment paper down because I don't want to ruin my mat, just in case. Okay. And let's do this timer. I'm gonna set this to a minute. There we go. And now we'll set it, or we're gonna heat set it this side. Apply just a little bit of a pressure, not much, it doesn't need much. And then that is it, my friends. We will have to, we will have to find our insert. I know I had it because I want to say I put it in there to make sure it would fit. I have to do some massive destashing and organizing, you guys. It's been so long since I've been organized. Lots going on in the life, you know? But I keep to my crafting because it grounds me. It keeps me sane in those non-sane times, you know? Okay, just pressing it for a few more seconds. Okay. Alrighty. Ta-da! There is our pillow. How cute is that? My gosh, so darn cute. Let's keep it shut. How cute is that? I love it. Turned out so good. Like I said, I could cover that with white ink, but it's okay. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. I think that turned out really great. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well and want to try our Club Couture program. Again, if you want to comment club, I will get information to you. But if you're going to do that, I really highly suggest you sign up for $1 to be a Perks member. You get 30% off your subscription, 30% off your purchases, free shipping ends tonight. We have Easter sales going till April 6th. We have buy one, get ones on heat transfers, licensed ones not included. Oh my gosh, we've had a great Perks Palooza month because this is our 1-year anniversary of the program itself. So hopefully you've been enjoying all those perks.